So today, our project today is basically we're gonna do tire rotation on these Lincoln Aviator. So we call this garage carport garage because basically it's just a carport. So this is where I basically do everything as far as anything that has to do with my vehicle. So this is my carport garage. So you see my jack stand line up. I got two on this side and I got two on the other side. So I just bought a 3-ton jack, and I know some people, I guess most people probably ask me why would I need a heavy duty jack like that. But now the one that I used to use is this one right here. So anytime you're dealing with SUV, I would recommend don't depend on anything like this. Do not, I mean, you can use this, but you gotta be very careful how you use that one. I never had one of these. I never owned one of these. That's the first time. As you can see, it just came from out of the box. So I bought it yesterday and I just took it out today. So I've not even used it yet. So that's my first time about to use it. And if you're wondering where's the cover for the pump, so this is the cover for the pump. So I had to follow some of the instruction on there just to make sure that everything is lubricated. As far as you got to remove the oil fill plug and to top it off with hydraulic oil. So you got to follow the instruction before you even start using it and make sure that you don't hurt yourself. So again, you can use that if the truck is not too heavy. Okay, a light duty truck, yes, but make sure you use jack stand just like those. All my jack stand are 3 tons. So if you're gonna use, I mean, you can use 3 higher and up, but if you want to use 2 tons, look, I use 3 because I feel more comfortable as far as safety. And now this is what I'm pretty much gonna use for any vehicles as far as belong to me, that as I'm doing any type of work as far as under the vehicle, if I have to lift the vehicle to a certain level. And the second thing you have to do before you do anything as far as start jacking the vehicle up is make sure you block your tires. So basically what I use to block my tires is a couple of bricks. That's the rear tire. So, and the other side of the tire, which is from, that's the other rear passenger side, as far as the rear passenger side, and you put the brake from the inside. The other one, the brake is from the outside. The other tire you put, which is this tire, you put the brake from the inside. And you can actually, if I wanted to use the front tire, I could have put this brake from the front. But as long as you have something to block the tire, I could have used the other brake that I just showed you and place it right in here, just to prevent the vehicle from moving back and forth as you raising the vehicle with the jack. And make sure you apply your parking brake emergency. You got to make sure you apply that, because mine already applied. So that's very important before you even start jacking the vehicle up. So as we were saying, from the description up here, so the pump cover come with 4 screws. Okay, so you basically have to remove the screws, which is here, there, and there, so you can get to the or the fuel plug, which is right here. And what you do, I already add a little bit of hydraulic oil in there, and you unscrew there, and you follow exactly what this thing says. Follow the instruction, and once you're done, just put everything back the way you found it, and then you'll be ready to start using your 3-ton jack. So of course, I went ahead and placed it back. So now I'm basically ready to go ahead and use it. So by the way, this is my ribs in my oven. So as I'm working on the video, so I'm basically cooking at the same time. So every now and then I'll come inside and check how my ribs looking like. Smell good. Anyway, so basically you see how I position the jack right there in the center of the frame of the vehicle. So once you got it in the center, then you can start, and you can see how your tires are coming up. At the same time, you are paying attention, because anything can happen. So you can place that right here against the frame. Just like so. And the other one, you're basically gonna do it the same way. And make sure you place it somewhere where it cannot slide. So this right there is a good spot, but I'm gonna have to raise it just a little bit higher. Alright, now you can see how high the vehicle actually is at that. So you just lower that slowly. Lower it slowly. See the jack coming down, just like so. So now the tire is up. And the back same way. And this is your back tires, how high it is. So once you get that side up, just like so, so you're gonna go from the other side do the same thing and have all 4 tires in the air, make the job a little easier. So again, I gotta come here every now and then and keep an eye on my food so I don't burn my food. Looking good, looking good, looking good. I like my food well done, especially when I'm cooking meat. I like it well done, so looking good. So now we're on the other side, as far as driver's side underneath the vehicle. So this side right there is a little bit tricky because you got the gas tank you're looking at right here, and then it's basically next to the frame. So you have to be very careful how you place your jack stand. Okay, so you don't puncture your gas tank, or something could happen where the jack kind of like slip, and boom, you got your jack stand in a wrong position, then the vehicle falls right on top of the jack stand and it puncture, your gas tank. So you don't want that. So what I do, if you look at the vehicle from the far, as far as this is where I place my jack, and then raise that up. My front tire right here is already up, so I'm gonna raise it a little bit up, then let it down on a jack stand. This jack stand would actually hold it, okay, and then move the jack down there, and then raise that up, and then do the same thing. So I'm gonna do it, just take my time and do it the right way. It doesn't mean that you don't know what you're doing. It just means that this is your safety and you taking good precautions. So, and at the same time, there's you doing it by yourself. So there's no rush. Take your time and do it safe. So now I have all my 4 tires in the air, so I'm basically ready to go ahead and start taking my lug nuts out. And one important thing to do, always make sure your jack, it's not far away from you in case something happen, because you just never know. Just because you have the vehicles actually stand on 4 jack stand doesn't mean nothing can happen. Anything can happen. So make sure you have your jack right there next to you. In case something happen, you can actually have access to that jack, okay, and then trying to raise the car back up if you can. So as I was saying, I gotta make sure my food don't burn. So, and make sure before you're doing this, you make sure you wash your hands, and because you're basically doing dirty work. So just make sure you wash your hand before you touch your food. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my ribs to you. Like I said, I like my food well done. So I'm cooking it in slow heat. So I got this one right here that I already turned that one over, and I just turned that one over, and I'm cooking in slow heat. Once again, until you're ready. I'm gonna go ahead and put that thing back in there and head back outside. Once again, wash your hands. So to get access to the lug nuts, of course, use a flat something flat, as far as a flat screwdriver, and insert it, pop that out, And by the way, this is a '05 Lincoln Aviator, so it's a good chip, but it does the job. It took me to work, bring me back home, so I have no complaint about it. So that's the second one. Look at this thing already. Where did it go? Somewhere around there. I'll look for it. Then we're gonna go get the other one. Put that on the side. Now we gotta put the last one. We got all 4 of them out. So the size socket that for the lug nuts, this one is a 19, so I'm not good with sizes, whatever. So this one anyway is 19, and I'm using this 24 volt gun, so make the job a little bit easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing all 4 of them. So now I have the front driver's side tire off, and I have the rear passenger side tire off. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do the rotation. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the front tire. So this is what I just did, and I'm gonna do the same thing for the other 2 tires. So now, of course, we're gonna use our gun to tighten that bit. You gotta do a zigzag as far as you gotta do it quickly. And don't over tighten. These 2 tires, we are good to go. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and take the back tire. We got both tires off. We're gonna get it. Right here. And we're gonna get the front tire, which is this one. And at the same time, make sure you inspect the tires. Make sure. Let your tires lined up where they're supposed to be. This is rotation. Basically done with our tire rotation.